Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome finally to the StarLadder Grand Finals, the best of five between NoPing Esports and FURIA Esports as well. I am your play-by-play caster, PartyPetee. Welcome again to the StarLadder closed qualifiers for the minor. We'll be getting into this game. We've already got it. We've waited quite a bit of time because Valve decided now was a good time to release an update to the coordinator, and of course, as with all Valve updates, we have yet to see what the update actually came to give. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome finally to our best of five series, the last series of the day for SA. I think there's probably still some other regions going on. Of course, China still has to do all of theirs because the qualifiers were pushed back for various number of reasons, but one of which hopefully you already know. But with that being said, we're not here about that. We're here about NoPing versus FURIA, and we've already got both Void Spirit not being... Oh, no, Void Spirit was banned out first. So we've got Snapfire and StarLadder. It's going to be picked up in this game. NoPing, they see that Snapfire is not banned out. They want this boy, and they want him good. And this is a very good Snapfire game already. The Winter Wyvern Curse kind of groups everybody up together on the opposing side of NoPing already. But NoPing, they're not afraid. They're going to run the StarLadder. They're going to run the Snapfire. They're going to take this game with style because I love seeing me some good old StarLadder. Of course, though, Winter Wyvern's a good counter-up pickup support here. It makes it to where Storm Spirit's not really good and makes Slark even better. That or it's just Furia denied Slark but from getting banned. But I think Slark's a really good hero in this one because Slark can chase down the Snapfire, hold up the StarLadder, can't use mobility spells because you can't cookie out of the leash, so you're just stuck, slowly die. And you know what? They're going to ban the PL because that's another really good hero against the Slark right now. The Seeker's already first phase banned on the side of NoPing, kind of signaling that maybe they wanted the Slark at the very beginning, but they have the StarLadder and the Snapfire. I have the hiccups, so just give me 1 second. I got to hold my breath to make sure I don't do it anymore.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this awkward silence where nothing has happened anyway, though. They do ban the PL, like previously stated. It's a very straightforward ban, and looks like they get rid of the Batrider. Furia have been watching the previous series. They know that NoPing wants to run this first phase Batrider, so they ban him out. They take Snapfire instead. I imagine, being completely honest here, if Furia wanted to, they probably could have taken Snapfire and not banned out the Batrider, and then just did that instead, pick up the Snapfire themselves. But they won't do that, and it looks like they're going to get rid of the Pocket Riki here because both teams really like their Riki games, and this is a very good Riki game, especially with the Slark in the pool. Riki's another one of those heroes that does a relatively good job against the Slark because you could still hit him while he's in his Shadow Dance. The PL ban, I think, is just because PL is really good. I've seen him spammed in a lot of pubs. Not so much in the pro scene right now because the NA scene didn't really draft them. And the SA scene, I've yet to really see them do the draft either. But I'm sure one day one team will let the PL through. Well, I say that, though. This is the first time I've seen PL be second phase banned. It's been let through almost every single time. But there's very specific scenarios where they probably want to run this PL, and it might not be in this game. So they just want to get rid of the opportunity. So maybe Furia have some other big, crazy plan up their sleeve. Naga Siren's still in the pool, though. Seems like SA don't really want to run the Naga. Not really been seeing a lot of Naga. Of course, I didn't watch the closed LA qualifier, so there might have been Naga in that game. But not so much here. It seems like it's pretty straightforward on what's happening. And looks like it's just going to be that kind of lineup. Looks like Timber and Nyx will be banned out outside of NoPing. Timber, I think, is more of a situational pick. It's good against the StarLadder. It's also good against the Enchantress, which for some reason actually wasn't banned. I just saw that. Enchantress is a amazing support, or it's an even amazing off lane. Right now, NoPing have that flexibility because you could run StarLadder 4 as well. I highly recommend not doing it because I think StarLadder core is really good. Or at least, if you run StarLadder 4, just go 3 and bash anyway. But then they take the Enchantress up anyway. So an Enchant, it could be a really good position 4 support. It could also be an off laner. And hell, if you really want to, you can run it mid. I don't think you're going to run it mid now, though. You have a Puck in the game. The big thing about the Puck pickup as well is that it's really, really good against the Slark. And if NoPing were going to pick up something, say a Storm Spirit or an Ember Spirit, well, You can't use mobility spells when you're leashed, and Puck is also one of the other heroes with a leash. The good old Dream Coil. So the big thing with that ban, or the pickup here, is that they're denying the chance of the counter mobility heroes being picked up. And NoPing are going to go Spectre. Now, I actually saw this kind of play against with Chaos, actually. Saw them run a Spectre as their 4th pick here, and I don't think the Enchantress was one of the ones that was in that pool, but Spectre was a very situational pick, and I think this is the exact situation that you kind of want to run your Spectre into, because it's just, you've got the Slark, so you have global kind of jumping at any point in time. You already have the StarLadder as well, so your form of initiation is taken care of. You have Mortimer's Kisses, so your artillery damage, basically, your big ranged nuke that's going to be the big thing that gives you all the team fight kills, is already confirmed in this game. And then back on the fact that you have Enchantress. You have the slow as well that comes from the enchant, which is actually literally just called enchant, I'm pretty sure. And then there's actually just so much utility already on the side of NoPing. But the big thing is that FURIA have that same sort of utility. There's already stuns with the Winter Wyvern lockdown, the Slark Pounce with the Dream Coil coming out from Puck as well. There's already a lot of good things on both of these teams. Both of these teams have a pretty even draft already. Just one already has a better looking safe lane core than the opposing lane at the moment. But that still leaves FURIA open to pick up their offlaner, I imagine. I don't think you want to run something like a Centaur, but whoa. I think we're going to see a mid-Viper. This is actually a really nice Viper game. I didn't really think about it too much here, but it's because a lot of people do not run this Viper right now. But this is a game where Viper is not bad. You probably are going to end up running the Rod of Atos build, which means this is the offlane Puck, and the position 4 has not been picked up yet, unless this is the 4 Puck as well. So FURIA have that large flexibility. I've been seeing some people pick up the offlane Viper, but I really don't think you want to run it offlane in this game. You want to get those levels up early so you can actually adequately contest the Spectre later in the game. So most likely this will be the mid Viper just to get the levels. NoPing, they still have their mid available. I don't know too many mids that are great against Viper, but I know that there's a decent amount that can kind of contest. The Dragon Knight's not a good one because that's another passive that just goes down with the break. Legion Commander is going to be the last ban, so they think that this is going to be a 4 Puck then. It's a very safe assumption. This could also be a 4 Viper, but again, I highly doubt it. They need the levels on the Viper to actually adequately contest the Spectre in the game. But there's a lot of passives that can be broken in this game already. You got the Spectre Dispersion that does a really good job. And then you've got the Enchantress Untouchable, which is now the ult, and then the StarLadder Bash as well. And Tidehunter will be the last pickup here. So it will be a mid Viper then, a 4 Puck. Unless this is a mid Puck and a 4 and I highly doubt it's an offlane Viper. But I still think Viper mid here is definitely the play. Tidehunter, like I said, will be the last pickup here. They needed a little bit more of control. They have the Winter Wyvern Curse that comes off relatively quick cooldown, but Tidehunter, very durable offlane against the Spectre and can adequately contest the Spectre in the lane. So this might be a scenario where we see the StarLadder go or the Enchantress go in the opposing offlane of the Tidehunter. That way they'd have offlane, and we'll see the tri-lane come out by both NoPing and FURIA. OD being banned out. Very good ban. Still gives a little bit of a mobility spell, but it's really good against the Slark because Slark doesn't have a great mana pool. And then it's decently good against Puck and Viper. Viper does have magic resistance though, but the big thing is that when the Winter Wyvern Cold embraces somebody, you just go ahead and just throw down all the Qs on the enemies, and you steal all the mana. Just take it all, boys. All that glorious mana coming into your pool, but NoPing, they need a very sustainable mid against this Viper. And Invoker is still in the pool. I don't really know if anyone plays Invoker, but Invoker might not actually be bad here. What are the chances? No, I can't run a Meepo against the Vipers. That's not happening either. The TA is still in the pool. That's not a bad one, but it's not good against Viper at all. I mean, Queen of Pain is like the last option you really want to go for. All right. You know what? This one works out really nicely because it's damage sap from the Slark. So no matter what, you can always kind of chase down the Razor. In fact, this might be... No, this is definitely a mid-Razor. I was going to say this could be a mid-Spectre because of this, but looks like it's going to be KJ on the Enchantress. So that means it's going to be a core StarLadder. Both teams waiting to pick their heroes here to make sure who's going where. Murdoch is going to end up running the Viper here, so looks like it's gonna, then it's going to be the response with the mid Razor. There it is. RDO will be on the Slark, and Hiko will be on the Puck. NoPing is just not picking up any of their heroes here. Thorlico will go ahead and pick up the StarLadder. Tavo will be on the Thorlico will be on the Snapfire. NoPing will be on the StarLadder.
10 seconds.
There's
remaining.
There's 4 heroes in this game who start with the letter S. Oh. Snapfire, StarLadder, Spectre, Slark. A lot of S heroes in this meta right now. Maybe that's the secret plan. Everyone just pick heroes with the letter S to start. Got Enchantress as well. That ends with an S. But anyway, looks like we got our heroes all picked up here. It'll be Hiko Puck. We'll go ahead and Sexy Fat on the Tidehunter, Murdoch on the Viper, RDO on the Slark, and Duster with the Winter Wyvern. Thorlico on the Snapfire, Tavo on the StarLadder. Did I say Slark first time? No, I did. Yeah. KJ will be the Enchantress, Costa will be the Spectre, and 4DR will be on the Razor. It's a very nice draft so far. I still think 4DR with this Razor pickup has the advantage, but I'm always willing to be proven wrong. Furia didn't stay in the top bracket by just being lucky. They have great plays. They have even better follow-up game with that one. And we'll probably see it in this game, where I will be surely proven wrong. Very, very surely. I have been pinged in a Discord.
Now you're fish food.
Greetings!
Prepare for battle.
Oh, that's very nice.
There we go. I found out what I was pinged for in the Discord. It was about that 600-second ad a long time ago. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game of this best-of-5 series. NoPing will be on the side of the Radiant, and the Dire will be piloted with FURIA being the lead. Welcome to some Dota 2 action. Like I said, will be your caster. Petee will be my observer, as you saw at the top right there. So let's get this ball rolling. I didn't really watch too much of FURIA. I know that they had a very interesting open qualifier and closed qualifier run in the upper brackets, but then brought down to the lower bracket. They still have a chance to prove themselves. They can win the qualifiers to end up getting into the minor itself, and then we will see how that goes out overall. All the celebratory gongs being thrown out immediately. The laughs are actually global. I didn't know that was true. Yeah, here we go. There's all those big old laughs. Yeah, I didn't know the Tidehunter laugh was actually a global chat line. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, it looks like there's not going to be a great contest for these runes here. NoPing will go ahead and grab the ones in the top, and the bot ones will be obtained by FURIA. Or FURIA, pardon. They're not FURIA. It just looks like there's a V there. It's FURIA. Unless they typed it in wrong too, but you know what? I highly doubt it. This team's been existing for quite some time. I just had to confirm some stuff. I'm hearing a Razor sap already. It looks like it is going to be the Razor in the mid here, but the big thing about Viper is that he's not exactly too concerned about not having right-click damage, because poison attack, really good, actually. So I think this is going to be a very even lane already. There's a salve going out from 4DR, and Murdoch doesn't actually have one, but he has 3 hard tangos as well as Razor, actually. So Murdoch just has more damage with the fact that he's got the extra mangoes for later. And I say for later, he's probably going to use some of them now. Then in this off lane, though, we do see that it's going to be KJ with this support Enchantress, the core Spectre, who's going to try to go for this kill on Sexy Fat, and I think they're going to get it. And they will get it, and Constable actually getting it's huge. And the opposing off-lane support will be Hiko, but yeah, they get the kill on Sexy Fat here, and this already puts NoPing at level 2 in this bot lane, the higher advantage. Even with the range creep going down there, they didn't get level 2, so yeah, NoPing already with this decent advantage. They want these kills, and it's very important in this lane to get them. And then back up in the top, we've got Duster versus RDO with RDO up in the start versus Snapfire on Thorliker and Tavo playing the StarLadder. I'm glad to see that it is a core StarLadder. I mean, 4 StarLadder isn't bad. It's not better than having 3 in Bash, basically. You see that the mid is still having a moderately hard time here. 4DR has had to call out the second salve, and he's got a Wraith Band in his courier here. Wants to make sure it doesn't get clipped. Grabs the Arcane Rune. But yeah, no, it's this is the hard part about this. 4DR is going to have a constantly hard time in this lane because he'll just keep getting sapped. And, well, it looks like actually he's going back to the sap right now. Murdoch getting moderately low, but 4DR, he's just so slow. That's the other thing, too. Like, you have to have boots if you want to win this 1v1 trade-up. Because he's got level 2 poison attack already. This stacks for 8 damage per second plus each stack with a 5 stacks. Plus the base damage that comes off the right click alone. So, but 4DR had an Arcane Rune. He'll have his static thing up before Murdoch even has the ability to use most of his spells. And it looks like he's just going to start using Plasma Field instead to get these kills back in bottom, though. Hiko will be able to jump out for the time being. It looked like there was a possible kill there, but not really going to find it too much, though. God, Impetus at level 2 does so much damage. This is why a support Enchantress is insane. And hang on, back up on top, though. Thorliker almost getting picked off here up in the top, but he managed to cookie over the hill of the Roshan and did not end up dying. Don't worry, I almost missed it too. But still, NoPing. They're also leading in this. Yes, sure, the mids might be evened up, but like the StarLadder is 15-6. Although the Tide is 15-0, but the StarLadder is 15-6 to the 10-0 of the Slark. And then the Spectre is 21-1 to the fact that Slark has 10 CS. And a dead courier, apparently. Looked like they're going for the kill on Duster here. They immediately get the leap on top of him, and they will get this kill. Easy pickings as well. They might go for RDO, but they're not going to go for it. They're going to hold it off for the time being. They got the kill that they wanted. They're killing off the supports that they need. And it's really nice for them to end up getting these kills. It's showing that NoPing, they might have the better situations because they've just got better team fight right now. And by team fight, I mean they've got great pickoff potential. Scatterblast doing so much damage at level 2. Speaking of which, the regen's actually going to be picked up by Murdoch, and he's going to throw out the little BM tip there. He's like, yeah, nice try, buddy. This is my rune. Back up on top again, though. Good grief. Tavo coming in with the bash. Making it sound like it's a strategic play bashing an enemy, but it's 115 damage. It's physical damage, too. Winter Wyvern has 1 armor, and RDO has 4. So both of these guys are still very susceptible to damage coming out from this bash. Just trying to stack the 3rd stack here. It's most likely going to either hit RDO with it or hit the range creep. And yeah, with RDO, he actually leaps away because he thinks Tavo's going to combo it with the stun here. But you know what? Here's the funny thing. StarLadder already has boots. And the Slark, he's got browns. This is very bad. In fact, his courier's dead, too. There might have been a full set in there. I'm not sure. Check the bounty runes, though. It's going to be a fight here. Hiko does manage to dodge the arrow for the time being. Back in mid. Yeah, Murdoch getting moderately low still. Trying to get the damage trade. We do have Snapfire coming in. There's no ward to scout this out until the fact that he just places the ward. And he sees him in a heartbeat. Drops the sentry at the same time. Thorliker is okay with this, though. He will get the ward trade. And at the same time, StarLadder's not dead. So, great trades overall. Now we see Tavo doing a combo, but it's not really going to find much off of it. It's just like, hey, I've got this. Watch me do it. Murdoch, he's got to be careful. They want to go for this kill, but he drops the salve, so he's not going to end up going down immediately here. They're going to have to beat him up again. Going back to the fact that I talked about the CS, the Tidehunter is now 33-1. Although the Spectre's still running at basically the top net worth. Not net worth. Well, probably at the top net worth, though. We see KJ will go down here, and that's the power of Tidehunter going for 2 in Gush and 2 in Anchor Smash. So much capable damage there. Not like it matters anyway, though. Enchant Totem would have done much back up. And top, Duster will end up eating the dirt as well. Wombo combo. That's the power of Cookie and good old Scatterblast. That is top. Oh, okay. I get it. Anyway, going it now, 43-1 on this Tide. He's having a great time now that he's died once and made that little bit of recovery. Oh, hang on. Are they going to go for top again? No, they're not going to dive the tower. They're fine. It looked like they were because... Oh, hang on. Speaking of diving, though, 4DR in the mid. He's going straight for Murdoch, but he does manage to get the ultimate out, and Murdoch might actually win this trade, and he does win this trade. With the help of Hiko actually TPing in here, but now they know the tide is solo. I don't think they're going to try for anything here. Never mind, I lied. They do drop the Enchantress on Sexy Fat, but Sexy Fat will drop the Mango to make sure that he doesn't lose a lot here, but still, he's got a lot of lost HP. This Buckler not giving him quite enough that he wants here. Back up on top, though. Never mind. We're good. I thought RDO was going to go down too, but we're not. But yeah, no, Sexy Fat. There's just a lot of damage coming out from this bot lane. Like, level 1, or not even level 1. What is this? Level 3 now? Still level 4, so it's not going to be the Mach 3 enchant. But now we see the Spectre Ultimate being dedicated for a kill in the mid. That's going to be very important here. Possible being very happy about this one. Will TP on out of there. It was a very quick call. I didn't even know it until I heard suddenly that the Spectre ult went down and I saw the dive. It's whatever. And then it's like NoPing will take the top outpost. They don't have their own bot outpost at the time being. Possible, now they know they don't have his ult. In fact, he also the fact that he actually ended up speccing the Haunt early means that he doesn't have like Desolate or he doesn't have another dispersion. I don't think he can go 303 though. You have to go at least 1. So this might have been a hold point anyway. God, that dagger does so much damage though. Gospel just clicking away. He's just far enough, and actually 4DRs here as well as Snapfire. They get the kill on this Tidehunter. They might be able to get the kill on Hiko as well. Here's losing quite a bit of damage. He does have 1 phase shift, but the dagger goes through, and 4DR will find this kill and NoPing. They're taking their advantage, and they're going home with it. 6 and 2. It's 8 minutes in. There's been 8 total kills. A kill a minute. And you know what? All this is happening. Tavo's free farming in the top. Winter Wyvern can't contest them. He's going to go for a Vladimir's. Unless this is something else coming on the courier. I think this might be a headdress. Is this a headdress? Ah, it's a buckler. He's got a full buckler coming in here. One beefy boy. One beefy boy. Back in the mid, we do see Murdoch. There is a dire ward here, but it's not going to be enough. As Thorlooker comes in, they drop the stun and the scatter blast, and KJ is here as well. I think Thorlooker goes down here because he's got enough damage on him, and he will end up beating the dirt, but this is going to kill off Duster too, I believe. They have enough heals, though, but it's just this negative armor that comes from the Razor's ultimate. Eye of the Storm just burning away all of the remaining flesh that Winter Wyvern has. And it's just, now with that happening, Tavo is back up at the top free farming. Again, still. He's going to have a Vladimir's. This is a big thing, too, because, like, if he just continues to free farm like this, his Blink Dagger is going to be back in bottom, actually. We see Kosovo in a bit of trouble. He's trying to juke this out here. They do see the TP rotation from the Enchantress coming in. KJ does not have... Oh, they drop a Ravage, though. But Sexy Fat too slow. They still manage to get him, though. They do end up dropping a big ultimate for this one, but it's very, very worth it as she was leading in the net worth. Back up in the top, though, they do manage to easily find this kill on Murdoch outside of the outpost. They get to keep the outpost, too. Actually, it looks like Radiant controlled both of the outposts at the time, so no XP going out to FURIA here. They're SOL on that one. It looks like not much is happening except for the fact that they could be trying to go for the kill on Duster in the top, but don't really want to push their luck too hard. And by luck, I mean the fact that Tavo is literally leading in the CS and the net worth at 4.6k at the moment. Kospel only slightly leading behind at the moment, but I mean, this Vlad's is going to be up so quick. This Yasha is going to be done so quick for the Spectre. I don't know if you go for Radiance in this game. It's actually not the worst, but I think it's a pretty safe kind of pick here. There's not too many outside disables that would really disable the fact that going for that item would be a problem. But, you know, first item Yasha is up and ready to go. I like it, though. It gives Kospel some armor that actually helps negate a lot of the stuff in the future. But for the time being, FURIA just needs to farm. They need to get as much as they can on this map, which they're trying their best to do. But Tavo coming in. They want the jump on Hiko. They're not going to find him, though. The Cookie's not going to be the one to find it. The PMS is going to be picked up here. Try to D ward, but there's no ward there. They're saying it's at the low ground. It's actually exactly where they pinged it. So, NoPing, the 2 heroes floating up in this top at the moment. They know there's no Ravage, at least for another 30 seconds. There's no big team fight they can go for. There is a Bash prepped and ready, but there's no Blink Dagger on this StarLadder. You'd have to be very lucky with the clicks. Hiko will go ahead and just use his very OP ability, Waning Rift, just to get that extra little jump away. But StarLadder, he will indefinitely be going dead here. He wants to get the kill to somebody that's not RDO. In fact, he might not actually be dead here. He's got Sprint, but they dropped the Winter's Curse, and they really want the kill. Slark did not get the last hit, though, but he still got the he got the Agi still, so he's good. See Razor expending his ultimate to farm some creeps. It's pretty standard. The regen's going to be picked up on the Slark. It's a very nice rune for them to get. It's going to work on that defusal still. It's a very standard first item thing to go for the Slark now. Can't rush the Shadow Blade anymore. Doesn't really do too much. Enchantress nearby. It's going to go for the Hurricane Pike. I like it a lot. Just pushes people out of that Roshan pit, or not Roshan pit, out of the Ravage that comes out from the Tidehunter, as well as anyone who manages to get caught by any other things. But speaking of getting caught, Murdoch goes down. They have Mortimer's Kisses. They actually blink it on Hiko from this. But 4DR is losing a lot of damage because of the good old Viper ultimate from there. And Duster sticking around. They don't have Winter's Curse, at least not for another 20 seconds. And I think, yeah, they're going to get this tower. That's a fine trade. Well, it's not really a trade. They don't lose anything. They got Murdoch with this one. He's going to go for a Dragon Lance. That's Viper, who is running, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in the net worth. He's not having a great game. All 3 of the Radiant cores are just way above. So it looks like down in the bot, though, FURIA, they might be trying to line up to get a gank on somebody down in the bot, but I don't really think they're going to be able to get Thorlicker here. They're going to take the outpost, though. It's not a smoke. They were just lining up and maybe trying to get the jump there, but they're not going to get him. Puck's almost finished up the good old Spirit Vessel as well. I definitely like this a lot. Spirit Vessel is really good in this game. It's great against the Enchantress. It's great against the Spectre. Because there's going to be a Vladimir's too, which is already up on the StarLadder. So the regen is there. They do drop the Dream Coil, and Spectre is willing to pop it here because there is support nearby. That support is in the form of KJ over on the sidelines here, but they will be able to blink out of this one. Razor was actually getting a little bit of bip on him too, but they're going to let it go. That being said, they do manage to at least get a tower in the bot lane. Tavo still with no Blink Dagger yet. He's going to get it soon, though, as he sees RDO here. He's going to have a bash and 2 more light picks there, but he's going to have to let it be. Dragons. Oh, my gosh. That is incredibly good for the Spectre here. That's a lot of armor. Sends the PMS back, swaps it out. I think PMS might have been a little bit more armor, but still, it's the afterburn, the 5 HP regen. Like, he's running at 17 points of regen. 18 win by the Vladimirs. We do end up seeing that on the backlines. Duster, though, is going to get caught out in 40R. Sipens up as much damage as possible. Clumsy net going to be found by the Tide. They want the kill on Murdoch, though. The dagger goes out. Possible wants this bad, but they are going to at least find the ultimate out on Thorlicker, and I think Thorlicker definitely goes down here, burning away slowly to the Murdoch poison, but they trade 2 for 1. Snapfire, like, sure, the Thorlicker is seeming to die almost every one of these team fights, and I say every one. There's only been 2 that he's died, but he's willing to make these trades almost every single time. There's literally no reason that these trades are in bad way for any of them in any point in time. You kill the mid player, and you move from there. But speaking of which, smoked up on the side of FURIA. They take the outpost back. NoPing. They got to be a little bit careful with this one because, again, the Ravage is up. There's only been 1 Ravage so far in this game. Double Essence Rings actually found. 1 both on the Slark and 1 now on the Razor. I believe both of them are going to carry them. Broom Handle on the Slark. But, yeah. We're seeing that the first item for Puck beyond the already really strong Spirit Vessel is going to end up being the Aghanim Scepter. This is really, really good for future BKB games because there's going to be a lot of BKBs. Possible. They really want this top tower. They bring in Tavo as well. Still no Blink Dagger, but he's getting remotely close to it. By the way, he's got this passive Glove of Haste. They drop the Spectre ultimate so they know where everybody is, but none of these are real. The only one they get is the fact that Cosmo comes in. The mortars are coming through as well. Murdoch taking so much damage. They drop the Winter's Curse on StarLadder, but it's not doing anything. Cosmo, they do find the kill, but they manage to find the jump and kill on the Razor. If they get Sexy Fat with this too, that's a huge, great trade for them. And then they will get it. They get 3, and they get this tower. NoPing. Their advantages are stacking up ever so more. They even dropped the Ravage too. There's no Ravage for another 2 minutes. This was level 1 Ravage still. Well, it's always 150 cooldown, but still, no damage that came out of this one. They ulted every illusion of Gospel. And then as soon as the Ravage was expended, they dropped in the normal Gospel illusion jump. They thought they could kill off the illusions in time, but they just couldn't do it. They were able to escape with this one. They're getting away with murder. RDO, might want to be a little bit careful here. You don't really win the trade battle with Gospel right now, especially since Enchantress is nearby. Now they're just going to go for this Roshan. Like, why have... Just take this advantage. That's literally it. Dire do drop the scan. I don't know if they could do it that quick enough, though. Let's see if there's a smoke available. There's one on Duster. But the Slark... just going to farm the jungle. Tidehunter's just going to sit in the mid wave. Yeah, it looks like they're going to let this go. Okay, they're just going to let this go. I think that's fine. They're willing to let it go to get some extra farm time as well. So they'll get a little bit of catch up with this one because it did take them a little while, but nonetheless, Gospel picks up the Aegis. Looks like we're not going to see the Radiance build. It's actually a Manta that's already on this Vector into the Diffusal Blade. I like this. Drain the mana of the Tidehunter. No potential ults in the future. No real way for the escapes to happen. Slark's got a very low mana pool in general. It's 600. So it's Diffusal versus Diffusal, basically. And I think I think they win this one because one has a Manta and one of them has to go S and Y. NoPing are lining up. They want this mid tower here. They still have the bot towers completely unharmed at the moment. Like, actually completely unharmed. There's a little bit of tap damage on it, but basically unharmed. They just want this tier 2 tower, because if they get this tier 2 tower, they have intense map domination. Like, they technically still have the triangle. Like, if they get this tower, they get that side of the map, basically.
I can trust you guys.
I drew with that really scribbly draw. Looks like... So what are we looking for here? The Ravage is up. That's what they're scared about, trying to make a big engagement on. But I want to think Sexy Fat's going to hold it this time instead of just dropping it immediately as soon as the ultimate comes out from Spectre, who now has her Diffusal. So the next team fight will be happening very soon. Maybe once Spectre gets level 15, it'll actually happen, but Cosmo has got to be a little bit careful here. The Slark is coming around. Cosmo does see it. So they know it's just that, and with that being said, we do see Tavo trying to go in. They drop the ultimate immediately, looking for the Ravage. They drop the real leash. The Ravage is available, but they're not going to do it yet. The Mortar's coming through. Duster can't get the Winter's Curse, and Sexy Fat is going to go down here. They don't want to pop it, though. Great holding on to it, so that way they can actually make it on the next team fight, but they get 2 kills here. I love the celebratory gong. God, it's so good. They will keep on going here. They used one ult. They dropped Dream Coil. Dream Coil much lower cooldown than the good old Spectre ultimate there, but still overall just not a great time for them. They got the Tidehunter. The Tidehunter, by the way, he's 5th in the net worth. He's above your Viper. He's above your Puck. The Slark is making a decent comeback, though. He's now 2nd in the net worth. Going for the BKB, but they got to be careful here. This was a counter smoke from NoPing here. They see Hiko, but they want this kill on the Slark. They want it more. They wanted it so bad that they didn't even know that Hiko was there. Looks like they're still going to keep trying for this one. They have the slow available. Tavo hits him with the good old R. The track is there. The blink is done, and they get the kill. They don't give a single crap about Hiko. They went straight for him. There's all the BM tips as well coming in there. So spicy. Much spice. Looks like they'll finally get this last tower here. They want to get the rest of these exterior towers. NoPing just they're having a walk with this game, but still, it's not like FURIA. They can't actually come back, especially since Duster hanging out over here. They are smoked up on the side of FURIA here. But whether or not they're actually going to get the jump is the big question here. They make the illusions of Possible here. The Ravage is still available. This Tidehunter is 2,000 HP. He can survive any sort of engagement. They do get the tower, though. They're going to have to let it be. FURIA can't quite take it just yet right now. I thought this mid Viper was going to actually be the big thing for them, but it's just proven that Murdoch is just not showing any aggression on this map. It's hard. It's just hard for him. Dire dropped the scan. They find that there was at least one hero up at the top at the moment, but not going to be anything else further on that. Probably going to go for the BKB next. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone starts building their BKBs now. What we see, Razor's going to go for the Ags. He already has his BKB. Spectre's going to go for the Basher. And Enchantress still trying to finish this 4-staff. But still, it's just... I thought that Murdoch picking up this Viper was going to be the big game changer. But I have just yet to see a single time how Murdoch has actually kind of contributed to this. Sure, he's getting the kills, actually. He's gotten most of them by just slowly fading away. But every time he's died, he's never really been alive for those kills that he has been getting. He got the 1 kill in the top, and he's got 3 assists. But I think every single one of those assists, every single one of those kills, he wasn't there for. Speaking of which, though, we do see Tavo going in immediately. No BKB. This was the bait. The Spectre ultimate's there, but the Tidehunter, where is your Tide? He blinks in, but there's nobody here. They only got the stun on Thorlooker, who gets up to the high ground. He's out of here. They do manage to trade it off. They want to go maybe up on this hill to find any sort of target. They find RDO. RDO pops the ultimate. There's no way to break this TP. And he's just out of here. And it's insane. Sexy Fat getting moderately low there, but again, there's no catch outside of just landing a bash from the Spectre, who just picked it up. We are going to see that there is still a hero floating around. The dagger goes out. It still lands on Hiko, so they have the vision. The defusal is there, but he gets stunned immediately by Thorlooker, who preps the cookie, and they get the kill. That's the 101 on how to predict your opponent. Easy cookie jump, gets the stun. The BM tip already thrown out too, and they get this easy pick and kill. The BKB was even expended on the Slark for this one. He didn't do anything with it. He has 2 items. He has a defusal and a BKB. He's 3rd in the net worth. It doesn't feel like he is. God, that is the weirdest haste animation I have ever seen. God, that's so weird. He runs on 2 legs. Anyway. RDO, he still has to be careful here. The cookie goes out. Not going to land the stun, but the dagger does. BKB is available as well as Shadow Dance, but they're not going to go for further on this one. They still toss the dagger. Gets hit. A lot of X pings going out there, I believe, by the Tidehunter. This is a very scary game now. NoPing very ahead, and Possible, he's got a basher, and now he too is going to go for the BKB. This Ravage isn't going to do anything, as if it's doing anything already. But looks like FURIA, they do smoke up. They want to go for the kill on Possible. Possible is around. He does manage to get caught here, but he has Manta. He's got 21 charges, and the 4-staff finally finished on Thorlooker, but he's trying to get away. He drops the Manta. He's trying to run away. The defusal is there. He gets to the low ground, forced down to the breakdown, and he's trying to get out, but he will end up going down still. They drop the BKB, though. KG does manage to find Duster. They're going for more RDO, moderately low HP. The mortars are not going to happen. Thorlooker getting interrupted here, but still wants to go for any sort of kill. Sexy Fat, they have the cookie, but they can't quite get him. They trade 1 for 1, but you lost your Spectre for this, and that's huge. They got the kill exactly that they wanted here, but I think this is still NoPing's game. They're going to keep on trying as best as they can. I'm loading my little Twitter. Trying their best as much as possible. Production best 1 out of 100. 10 out of 10. Best production. But NoPing, they're like still they lose the Spectre with this one, but it just shows that BKB needs to happen at this point. We do start to see a little bit of power finally coming from that Viper because he's got the break. Nether Toxin doing a very fantastic job. No matter what, it's always has an 8-second time though, but at the same time, it's just it didn't really show what was happening in this game. But now you have it, that first team fight where it actually had some relevance, and it showed. It showed because there was no Desolate. There was no Desolate, and there was no Dispersion. He's just had it the whole entire time. But you know what? Here's the best thing about this. Spectre now picks up the Titan Sliver. Literally the best item for a Spectre in this game. 16% base attack damage, magic resistance, and status resistance. This thing is so OP. It used to be 17% all the way through, but Valve was like, they ran out of things that they don't want to have 17% on, because 17% means 100% in Valve's eyes. So they put it down to 17%. They put it down to 16% a long time ago. And they're pretty much good on that story. But yeah, the Sliver is probably one of the best items you can get on your Spectre in this game. Because I don't know if it actually works with Leash, but if it does, that's huge. But that's probably why now they're going to snap that Dream Coil almost every time. The Slark Pounce, I know it has less duration. I know it has less duration when you get hit by the Ravage. 16% is not a big number, but you got to remember that most Spectres tend to go for the Satanic after they get all their core items. Looks like no ping, though. They want to wait out this Roshan. That's probably what their next play is here. It's going to be up in about 20 seconds. That's going to be a big one. StarLadder also going to go for the BKB. So many BKBs, actually. This is big. This is BKB gaming. In fact, jumping over to the Razor, he's got to go for a heart now. This boy's tanky. He's scary. He's got Ags. Double split ultimate as well as hitting buildings. Like, NoPing are ready to push the game and end it. They want to end it now. And by now, I mean right when the Roshan spawns, which is right now. It's a DD outside the pit. They're just going to do this. I love seeing this passive Glove of Haste on the StarLadder still. It feels so silly to see, but you know, anyway, Roshan coming in. He's got no extra HP. He's got no extra armor. He's got no extra damage, excluding the 168 he just has because he's Roshan. So this Roshan dies extremely quickly here. TP immediately from Costable. They see that he goes down in the bot. There's no silence for him. He's got a telescope in his backpack here. Or in his, what's it called? Stash. But NoPing, they want to start pushing their advantages where they have them. There's no exterior towers left. The mid tower is only slightly tapped. Everything else is still pretty much full HP. Actually, almost everything has been slightly tapped. But like I said, the Razor with the Aghanim Scepter, they're primed and ready. The BKB is good to go. It's only an 8-second as well, so it's going to be a pretty long duration. They just want to get everything lined up, ready to push. I say that, though. Razor did just use his ultimate to farm creeps, but that's 30 seconds when it's back up. Like, it has a 30-second downtime. Anyway, it looks like Outpost's taken back as well. Spectre's making sure that there's no bonus XP happening here. Hiko floating around in the bot. Costable doesn't have an Abyssal Blade. Does throw out the dagger, though. I think this will still go on him, and they can't quite find the first hit bash because he never hit him in the first place. But still, no bonus XP. NoPing will have both of the Outposts. The 550 XP. That'll give some people their level 20s. As we see here, it gives Snapfire here 15. Guardian Greaves on Thorlicker is going to be next here. He's got the mech. It's got the Force Staff. KJ. It's got her Force Staff. I don't think they're going to finish in the Hurricane Pike, though. Looks like it's just BKB, BKB, BKB. The problem is, soon enough, Puck's going to have this Aghanim Scepter online. Diffusal immediately on the Enchantress. Zooms out of there, though. RDO is just going to leap away. He's going to go for the Butterfly next. I don't think a Butterfly is your play, but there's not many other items I could say you should go for at this Slark right now. There's a lot of physical damage, I guess. That's probably the big thing. Spectre is basically 100% physical damage. Let's see how... Yeah, I mean, StarLadder is also 100% physical damage, too. The Blink Dagger still is basically last item here. I haven't really seen the StarLadder go for anything else unless the BKB is on the Courier, and it is. You got the BKB. Let's see here. So what do our BKBs look? So there's nothing on the Snapfire, but he's going to go guards. There's a BKB on the Spectre, and it's fresh. There's a Razor. There's a BKB on the Razor. That's 8 seconds. There's nothing on the Enchantress, but wants to go for it. The StarLadder has a 10-second BKB. And we go over to the other side. We got the Winter Wyvern still trying to find a Glimmer Cape. There's a BKB on the Slark, though. That's an 8-second. The Puck is not going to go for one just quite yet. Once the Aghanim Scepter's 300 gold away. And that's going to be the big changer. There's no BKB quite yet on the Viper. In fact, no, he does have it, but it'll put him out of buyback. Possible, trying to get a kill here, but back up in the top as well. Murdoch getting moderately low. The Winter's Curse not going to slow down Murdoch's death here. And nobody actually dies from this, but they do manage to get both Murdoch and the Winter Wyvern. There's buyback on Murdoch, but I don't think he's going to do it. They drop the fortification with the repair kit active. And I think it's just they're gonna clean up the top here. The Razor ult's ticking away as well. Do have the Ravage coming out immediately, though. It's a good 4-man Ravage. I don't know if it's enough damage, though. The Cheese was there on the Razor. He's healed up, ready to go. Murdoch fights back, but guess what? There's nobody in there. RDO does come in with a BKB at the same time, though. Sexy Fat does manage to eat the dirt. RDO trying to find anybody. 40 yard, forces to the low ground here. Hiko trying to find somebody, but they can't quite get it. Sexy Fat has to buy back to hold this defense if they really want to keep this going. They're looking for Hiko. Trying to find it, but Thorlicker does miss the stun, but Tavo does not miss the stun. And they will get this kill. There's no buyback on him either. They're going to get these racks. They're probably going to walk mid and do the same thing again. And Razor, ultimate up in 4 seconds. This man, his ultimate is never off cooldown. And I say that it usually is. It's a 30-second downtime, but you saw it in the last fight. It just goes ham. Look at it go ham. It's going ham. They're going to get the racks. They want to walk bottom, though. 40R wants to at least get the tower and at least this melee racks. And they're going to get it. They're going to get the melee racks. They're going ham. Ham confirmed. 40R, though, chasing down Duster here. Duster with zero move speed whatsoever. RDO, though, bashed on the sideline. 40R trying to click him off. Duster, they do manage to find the Winter's Curse, but again, it's just on nobody that's actually going to end up dying there. They get the kill on RDO, they kill off Duster, and they drop the GG. Furia will lose game 1. There's all those GGs being thrown out there. Tavo throwing his own repair kit. Guess what? Does nothing. NoPing with a 29k net worth lead with 29 total kills. A 33-minute part. I just heard the Aegis expire, but guess what? NoPing will take game number 1. That being said, it still is a best of 5. They can always come back at any point in time. But if we take a quick look at this score here, the scoreboard, I want to look at these BKBs. RDO, only hero on their team with a BKB. Looks like Murdoch didn't end up finishing it. I think it's because he also bought back right at the very end. Yeah, his pocket gold. Where's his pocket gold? His pocket gold. Oh, that's his. I can't see the pocket gold, I guess. I could see all the gold he's lost, which was still, that was almost 1k gold lost over time. The Enchantress died one single time. But yeah, we look at the graphs here. We can see as like the net worth just goes skyrocketing through. The Spectre on it through the whole entire game. The Razor holding it as well. It's just insane. The StarLadder was there as well for a little while, then fell down, but still, it's just, the thing is that you couldn't see Murdoch putting anything into this game. You could see what Razor was actually doing, and that's just crazy. And the other thing is you could see how the StarLadder was performing. You could see what the Razor was putting on the map. The Spectre was getting the early kills, and it's just going ham. So I know I talk about ham a lot, but they still have a chance to go ham themselves. See, NoPing will take game 1, though. But Furia, they have a chance. Best of 3, but it's best of 5, pardon. This is the last chance for them to get into the minor. And I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that want to see it too. And there's also a lot of NoPing fans out there as well that want to see it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 2. I am indeed a ham fanatic. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 2. So stay tuned.